I'm Tony Poulos and I'm here at Communicasia 2015 in Singapore. With me today is Magnus Ewerbring, who is the CTO of Ericsson in Asia Pac. Magnus, welcome. We're seeing a lot of trends in the industry for mobile traffic. It's going up, particularly in the APAC region. But what does this mean for operators?
The developments in APAC are very interesting indeed. 2020, we at Ericsson believe there will be 6.1 billion smartphone subscriptions in the world. Over half of that is in APAC. Half of the traffic in all the world's mobile networks will be generated in APAC. Video will be there. In 5 years' time, the load will increase by a factor of 10, we believe. Everybody will be connected. They will be connected to the internet. Social networking, video download, etc.
Ericsson, I believe, has pioneered the concept of app coverage. How does this enable operators to create value for their customers, and what are the learnings from workings with operators, say, in Singapore?
Yeah, well, app coverage is about providing the service everywhere where you need it. Now, in the olden days, we used to do only voice services, right? And you had voice everywhere. But when you download video, when you do other things and so on, it may vary. And here, operators need to be more concerned. They need to be more attentive. We're helping them, ensuring that they do provide the coverage everywhere. As an example, we've been working with Facebook, making sure that Facebook service is everywhere. We did that in Indonesia. We're doing it elsewhere in APAC as well. So this is just one example of making sure you get the service everywhere, regardless whether it's a very demanding service like video or a simpler one.
It makes sense, because that's all we really worry about these days, is being connected constantly, especially using those apps. But what are the key investments and choices operators need to make to reach the road to, say, 5G, which is already being talked about?
Well, 5G is starting now, and the industry is starting to discuss and taking the first steps in standardization, paving the way for 5G being launched in 5 years from now. A lot will happen during these 5 years. Both 3G and LTE will have a large build out. We believe 2020 there will be just about as many LTE users as 3G users in the world, about 3.6 billion users. So that's a dramatic shift happening. For the operators then, they will gradually evolve their network, upgrading them with the latest features and latest software and so on, to be matching the capabilities of new smartphones coming along. And then by 2020, they will make some further enhancements to the network, and they will be 5G capable as well.
So what are Ericsson's key achievements to the road, or on the road to this 5G thing we're looking forward to, say, in this region? And maybe how is Ericsson partnering with operators in the region to enable 5G? Because I presume you can't just do it on your own. You're going to have to work with the operators.
Absolutely. We work with operators. We work in international standardization fora. One is the World Radio Congress, led by the ITU, a UN-led organization, standardization fora, etc. Now, we in Asia Pacific, we do work together with operators as well. Examples being Singtel here in Singapore, Telstra in Australia, where we work on 5G already, doing measurements, preparing ourselves, gaining insights in what is the meaning of a 5G technology. And that knowledge we use when we go into the international fora, and where we, together with the rest of the industry, take decisions on what's going to be the standard that defines 5G.
And primarily 5G is going to be faster? Is it going to be more capacity per spectrum bandwidth? What is the secret with 5G?
It's going to be all of that and a lot more. So I typically say, take the requirements that we have today and multiply it by a factor of 10 to 100 at least, more stringent. So it's going to be faster, it's going to be snappier, shorter delays to enable new services. One area that we look in particular is to make sure that it will meet demands of real-time control. So having connected vehicles, having process industries and so on, being able to do real-time control. Then you need a very snappy system. And that indeed 5G will be capable of doing.
Well, I for one can't wait. Magnus, thanks so much for being with me today.
Thank you.